In One Piece, Monkey D. Luffy leads the Straw Hat crew, which is the primary group of pirates we follow. At first, they were a small pirate band, but as they traveled the Grand Line and beyond, they acquired amazing powers and added new members to their crew. Although all 10 of the Straw Hat Pirates' current members are extremely strong, they all fight in different ways. How would they rank in strength if they were to compete head-to-head, and who would emerge as the strongest of them all? In order to make the most sense, we will rank each Straw Hat Pirate in this video from weakest to strongest. You definitely know that Luffy is the strongest of them all, but who are the crew members that follows after him? This revelation may shock you, so watch this whole video to fully understand the proper ranking of the Straw Hat Pirates. 10. Tony Chopper. Tony Chopper, also known as Cotton Candy Lover, serves as the doctor for the Straw Hat Pirates and is one of the senior officers of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. He is the 6th member of the crew and the 5th to join, doing so at the end of the Drum Island arc. He was temporarily forced to join the Foxy Pirates during the Long Ring Long Land arc, but was quickly returned to Luffy's crew. As the crew's medic, no one expects Chopper to be the strongest in anything, but he isn't a weakling either. He was originally a reindeer who, after eating the Hito no Midavio fruit, gained the ability to transform into human-like forms, some with great intellect and others with great strength. Through training and experimentation, Chopper can now enter many forms, including a monster form that makes him a massive threat. The fact that Chopper ranks this low isn't a jab at the poor medic, but a statement of how strong his other crewmates are. 9. Nami. Nami, also known as Cat Burglar, is the navigator of the Straw Hat Pirates, one of the senior officers of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. She is the 3rd member of the crew and the 2nd to join, doing so during the Orange Town arc. She became Nojiko's adoptive sister after Belle-Mère took in the 2 orphans. Nami is often considered the weakest of the Straw Hat Pirates, mostly due to her lack of powers. She hasn't eaten any devil fruit or anything like that, so she relies on her wits and resilience to survive. Despite that, she aids others in battle. As the crew's navigator, she is indeed a very valuable member of the Straw Hat Pirates. She lands higher than Chopper on this list due to her weapon, the sorcery Climate Act. This weapon is capable of doing incredible feats of power, and it is truly strong enough to create tornadoes and blow enemies away. However, after the weapon became sentient when it absorbed Zeus, the power of Nami grew tenfold. 8. Usopp. Usopp, also known as the Sniper King, is the sniper of the Straw Hat Pirates and one of the senior officers of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. He is the 4th member of the crew and the 3rd to join, doing so at the end of the Syrup Village arc. Although he left the crew during the Water 7 arc, he rejoined at the end of the Post-Enies Lobby arc. If you define strength as who would win in a fistfight, Usopp would likely rank last by any metric, since even after extensive training, he remains one of the weakest members of the crew. That, like with many other members, doesn't mean he's useless, since his abilities as an engineer have saved the crew on many occasions. The only reason we are ranking him slightly higher is that he is a sniper, and a very good one at that. If Usopp has the range advantage, only the most powerful characters of One Piece could survive, letting him dispatch his enemies with ease. 7. Frankie. Frankie, also known as Iron Man, is the shipwright of the Straw Hat Pirates and one of the senior officers of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. He is the crew's 8th member and the 7th to join, doing so at the end of the Post-Enies Lobby arc. If all you know Frankie from is his role within the crew, you wouldn't think much about it, since he's the shipwright in charge of maintaining the Straw Hat's ship. Yet beyond that, he is also a cyborg, and his body is filled with weapons that allow him to be a very powerful combatant. If there is one thing keeping him from higher ranks of strength, it's his reliance on cola to fuel his power. Of course, we all need food to survive, but Frankie burns out of fuel faster than other people run out of energy, even if he's been highly upgraded on that front after the time skip. 6. Brooke. Brooke, also known as Soul King, is the musician of the Straw Hat Pirates, one of their 2 swordsmen, and one of the senior officers of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. He is the 9th member of the crew and the 8th to join, doing so at the end of the Thriller Bark arc. Thanks to the power of his devil fruit, Yomi Yomi no Mi, Brooke came back to life after his death, but his soul took so long to go into his body that all that was left was a skeleton with an afro hair. This, however, was a blessing in disguise, since a great part of what makes Brooke powerful is his skeletal frame. Brooke is extremely hard to harm, since being undead means he's immune to many forms of harm, like poisons or stabbings. He's also so light that he can run across the water, which negates the significant devil fruit weakness. Brooke can also overwhelm lesser beings thanks to his power over souls. 5. Nico Robin. Nico Robin, also known as the Devil Child, is the archaeologist of the Straw Hat Pirates and one of the senior officers of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. She is the 7th member of the crew and the 6th to join, doing so at the end of the Arabasta arc. She temporarily left the crew during the Water 7 arc, but rejoined during the Enies Lobby arc. Nico Robin has the scariest power among the entire Straw Hat crew, thanks to her devil fruit, the Hana Hana no Mi. This allows her to grow extra body parts from any surface within range, be it her own body, walls or floors, or the body of her opponent. There doesn't seem to be a limit to how many extra limbs she can create, which makes her a fearsome foe when dealing with multiple enemies or overpowering single targets. Robin can still feel pain from those extremities, so there are ways to counter her, although being choked by arms growing from your own back sounds a little hard to counter. 4. Sanji. Sanji, also known as Blackleg, is the official cook of the Straw Hat Pirates and one of the senior officers of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. He is the 5th member of the crew and the 4th to join, doing so at the end of the Bharati arc. Sanji is one of the most powerful characters in One Piece, let alone the Straw Hat Pirates. While his role is that of a cook, he's been a major asset in nearly all battles the pirates had to face, bringing overwhelming strength and speed to the encounters. He even has genetic modifications that make him an even more powerful fighter, although they remain dormant until he was well into his adulthood. This includes rapid healing, being able to withstand the most lethal blows, and having a bulletproof skeleton. 3. Roronoa Zoro. Roronoa Zoro, also known as Pirate Hunter, is the main combatant of the Straw Hat Pirates, one of their 2 swordsmen, and one of the senior officers of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. He is publicly recognized as the right-hand man and number 2 of his crew's captain, Monkey D. Luffy. Despite being a former bounty hunter, he is the 2nd member of Luffy's crew and the 1st to join it, doing so in the Romance Dawn arc. Zoro's power is so great that it is surprising that he hasn't eaten any devil fruit. He has great mastery over several haki, has been seen lifting buildings and other objects several times his weight, and is often mistaken as the real captain of the Straw Hat Pirates. Yet his main ability is his swordsmanship, prominently his 3-sword style, where he wields a katana on each hand and one in his mouth. This unorthodox fighting style has allowed him to attain multiple victories, although his deadly even without wielding his blades, thanks to his no-sword style. 2. Jinbe. Jinbe, also known as the Knight of the Sea, is the helmsman of the Straw Hat Pirates and one of the senior officers of the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. He is the 10th member of the crew and the 9th to join, doing so during the Wano Country arc. The latest addition to the Straw Hat Pirates is also one of the mightiest, since Jinbe is no ordinary helmsman. He was a former warlord of the sea, which makes him a seasoned veteran even before Luffy's crew was formed. As a fishman, he is naturally stronger than other humans, and he is a prodigy in fishman karate, allowing him to hit people without his fists connecting to their bodies. While he isn't overwhelmingly stronger than Zoro or Sanji, the fact remains that, as a fishman and a former warlord, he has a slight advantage. 1. Monkey D. Luffy. Luffy, also known as Straw Hat Luffy or simply Straw Hat, is the founder, captain, and strongest combatant of the increasingly infamous and powerful Straw Hat Pirates. He fearlessly pursues the legendary treasure of the late Goldie Roger to become the new Pirate King and reach a further, untold dream, which is currently known to only his crew and closest friends. He believes that being the Pirate King means having the most freedom in the world. Luffy is, without a doubt, the strongest fighter in the Straw Hat Pirates' crew, earning their awe and respect on every encounter they face. He can use every form of haki. His devil fruit lets him overcome nearly every obstacle, and his unwillingness to quit has carried him across all sagas. His latest form, the Gear 5, takes everything to a new level. He can alter his surroundings, turning them into rubber as well, and making everything follow a sort of cartoon logic. This supports the way how he is putting his opponents off balance and letting him win against the toughest enemies the series has ever seen. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how we rank the Straw Hat Pirates as from weakest to strongest. To quickly sum it up, no crew member of the Straw Hat Pirates is weak on their own, but feel free to rank them accordingly in the comment section below. Nonetheless, we believe that no one will disagree that Luffy is indeed the most powerful of the Straw Hat Pirates. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more exclusive content from our channel.